Yo, this is Jake. They call me Dr. Flock.
Views.
What's up? It's John.
Views.
And it's real life doing this, bitch.
Views. You are now listening to the Views from the Che podcast.
Like when the topics start, it's a lot better too.
Oh, with the timestamps?
Yeah.
We got time stamper now. It's lit. We back. Another episode. Views from the chair.
Views from the fucking chair.
Jake has informed us that he is officially all caught up on Euphoria.
Hey.
So he can partake in any conversation.
Yep.
Spoiler alerts if you haven't watched the last episode or any episode.
Spoiler alerts. Views from the chair.
Wow, last
we won't
episode
really spoil it. I mean, we can spoil it though. I mean, we don't have to spoil it, but we can spoil it. But if we do spoil it,
too.
Yeah, I mean, if we spoil it, fuck it, right?
If that was my high school, the football team would have been fighting some motherfuckers for that shit. Like they wouldn't just sit there and watch in the stands.
With the gay play shit they did. Yeah, I was curious on that too. I was thinking like if everybody kind of thought Nate was turned off and he was the killer, like wouldn't you be scared to play him if he was the actor? But then I was talking to my bud John about it, and he was like, well, Fez kind of exposed Nate for being pussy because he ain't never get no get back for getting smacked in the head with the glass drawn. So that kind of made sense as well.
Yeah, you get beat up in front of the whole school, and you're supposed to be the big and bad guy. It ain't a good look, and I don't think too many people are going to be scared of you after that. Because then they're just like, let me do that shit to Fez.
That wasn't even a regular beat up either. He like beat him like close to death type shit. That was a personal vendetta type shit.
Yeah. Fez is that fucking guy.
Yeah. He's probably the most level-headed character on the show. And, I mean, he probably has the craziest trauma. But as far as, like, up and down, his shit seems to be a straight fucking line of where his head is at.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, though. I fuck with Fez. And he's not even a real actor. They just found him in a chicken and waffle spot in New York.
Rando.
Yeah, that shit's hard. Jake, now that you're all caught up, though, so do you think that his dad fucked him? Or, like, that's my number one. Do you think his dad fucked him? Because you know how, like, they showed the John on a flashback, but then before his mom was like, yo, you were the sweetest, most innocent, like, kid in the world until, like, age 9. What happened to you? And he was like, what are you alluding to? And she was like, I don't even want to say it type shit. So, like, I just figured that he had found a porn stash at that age. But, like, if that was the case, why wouldn't he just say that?
Maybe it wasn't out yet. Maybe the information about his dad wasn't out there in the family. My gut says...
As they recapped it.
What'd you say?
Because his mom was asking... Like, his mom was having that conversation with him after his dad was already saying, like, yeah, fuck dudes.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he be like, yeah, well, I found that John and that shit fucked me up. And it felt like she wasn't alluding to that. Like, that doesn't seem like that taboo of a subject. If you already know the dad's gay, why wouldn't he just say that?
That's true. I forgot about that. I mean, that could be. My gut says that it wasn't his dad. Maybe it was somebody else. Because Euphoria does all these, like, flashbacks that aren't actually flashbacks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they replace people with other people. And they, like, even when they were doing flashbacks and it was, like, the play actors in the flashback, like, that shit was fucking me up. I was like, okay, is this, like, real or is this supposed to be the real person or what? And I love it because it keeps you guessing.
Yeah, for me, I'm thinking he's just realizing if his dad did fuck him, that would be fucking crazy. But what I thought when I seen it was just him realizing it was just him. And we talking about Nate, by the way, for the people that don't know. But, if his dad did fuck him,
not me,
not any of us. But nobody's dad fucked him.
I was thinking more so like it was a realization that realizing his dad was fucking somebody his age. I mean, if that was that traumatic, I don't even know if the mom, because I mean, even Nate and his mom's relationship is interesting. Just he's sitting there pouring drinks, not baby drinks. He's just drinking casually with his mom, and they just talking some wild shit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, maybe if he has been through that, maybe she is accepting that this is how he's going to be. But yeah, I didn't see it as his dad did it, but I just seen maybe his dad just got that control over him, or he his just an aura of his dad over him.
Yeah, that's what I think too, is metaphorical, saying like his dad fucked him, but not like literally, but like metaphorically. And the fact that they would both say to him that how fucked up he is,
Yeah.
like that's wild to hear from your parents.
Yeah, for them to recognize it and still not do shit about it. Motherfucker come through the door just pissing like, all right, this is wild.
Yeah, cow dick, bitch. Just
Depending on what side of Twitter, you're sitting on, Flock.
Yo, this podcast is crazy.
Depending on what side of Twitter you're sitting on, buddy.
Just soft though, hanging out like that. Damn.
Yo.
No, I mean, I wasn't impressed. I don't know.
I don't know if I was impressed.
Yo, I'm gonna just take your team. I'm gonna let y'all get this shit off. Text me when you're done. Because it's crazy.
As soon as I saw that happen on the show, I was like, "Oh, I'm bringing this shit up."
I was watching.
Y'all fucking
got a
insane.
cannon. You're a nut. No, I was watching an interview with one of the actors. I think it was Nate, actually, because Nate's a British guy.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, he's not even American. He's a British guy. They got the best actors. That shit's crazy. But he was saying they all use. Oh, I didn't know that. Did he?
Yeah.
He dated Zendaya?
Yeah.
Wow, she likes whites. That's a fucking win for us. And Tom Holland, Nate, man.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck,
Double
John.
down.
That's John's fucking dream girl over there. It sucks to
That's
suck.
not my dream, but I could bring her to the other side. It's all good. I could bring her back home. She might be mixed though, for real. Is she mixed?
She's for sure mixed. Yeah, 100%. She's got to be mixed. I don't want to say she's got to be. But but anyway, yeah, Nate was in there saying that they all use fake dicks in that show.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, actors aren't just like, usually when you see like dicks in the shows and shit, like it's not the actor's actual dick. They don't usually like use their real dicks.
That'd be mad weird just to be doing that whole scene monologue just with your dick out. Like,
yeah,
that'd be really awkward.
I mean, if you're an actor, I feel like you could probably do it. Be comfortable with it. At home. Nah, that shit crazy. Fucking I'm fried. Yeah, but anyway, before we got on that tangent about dicks, two things I want to talk about with Euphoria, because now that you're caught up, you got to see the junkie episode, a fucking addict episode. Want to hear your take on that. And then the other take is that I found out that, like, you see how Kat doesn't have like a big storyline in the second season?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, they said it's because she refused to be bulimic. So the director was like, well, that was your storyline. Is that fucked up for the director? Or is that fucked up for the actress? Where are you at with it?
I feel like it's fucked up for the director, and I like her take because she's like the one big girl who is supposed to be proud of herself and trying to accept her body and not be like feel depressed about what she looks like. Now has to have an eating disorder.
Yeah, if you want to be an activist, do that shit in your free time. To act a fucking role. I'm not saying motherfucking that the people in Django is all racist. I'm sure they're against that shit, but that's the role. That's what you try and get a point across as a director. So you got to have a capable actress.
But if you feel like the point is harming society, why would you do it? I fuck with that. Stand with your values, yo.
I don't agree with that. If she was a writer or a director or producer on the show, then it would make a little sense. But to say you don't want to represent people this way when this is my project and I'm trying to give my art to the world, and you gonna make me rewrite a whole season, or not even a season, but a rewrite around you.
Especially if it was a big storyline too. And who's to say like the storyline doesn't come out with her being like triumphant about it? And like that's probably a relatable topic. She's a bigger girl hanging out with all the popular girls in her school that are all fucking size 2s. I'm sure that shit would be a self-esteem struggle in real life. That's more realistic to me than a 16-year-old girl championing her big body lifestyle.
Yeah, but
16-year-old girl has that kind of self-confidence.
I think that's the whole point, is it doesn't have to turn into an eating disorder. You can be proud of yourself for no matter what your size is, even if it's, even if you want to lose weight or if you want to be shaped differently. she's trying to represent that, and I like that.
That's dope. But the show is about realism.
That would be real. That what we're striving for.
What do you think more? Who do you think
There's
more
a difference between what you're striving for and what's realistic, though.
But there's a thing. So I don't work with people with eating disorders, but I've referred enough to know some therapists that do very well. And there's a stigma in our world that says that people think that people who are have larger bodies have an eating disorder, and they don't just have a larger body. Like we have this perception, like, oh, she must have an unhealthy relationship with food, or he must have an unhealthy relationship with food. It doesn't have to be that way.
I would think like if she was trying to crash diet, though, that shit would make sense, though. Like if she was trying like, oh, that shit makes sense to me, dog. If you're 16 and you transition into the popular girl, you found this new embodiment, and now you with fucking Cassie and Maddie and all the other pretty mad small girls, like they could have did a nice little joint where she tried to work out and that she ain't lose weight fast enough, and then boom, 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 shit transitioned, and it could have been a whole nice little storyline to go along with some realistic shit that they have in the joint. And she wrote herself out of the joint. If I was him for real, I would have replaced her ass.
I think that's petty.
I would have, dog. This is the storyline I'm trying to get across. Either do it or get the fuck off the set.
That's petty.
Honestly, I think it would have connected with more people. And even if they weren't aware of having a eating disorder, I think it would have even been put some people in check. Like, damn, do I have an eating disorder? Or make people I think mostly the show is about making people think. And I think that would have just made a lot of people think, like, damn, why do I do this? If they doing that.
But I think that's the thing.
Harder.
Most big people, most people that are overweight don't have an eating disorder. It's not like it's most people that are overweight have one. But we think they do.
Most people aren't heroin addicts in high school.
Right?
And even like the point Dale said, like, the reality of the show is she's hanging with girls that are fucking petite, champion their bodies. Not saying she can't champion her body, because obviously the first season she was, if she was confident enough to get on the internet and make money off her body. But
that was with hiding her mask and shit with her face. I think that shit's mad realistic.
It could have been something more than what her role was, which was her breaking up with her boyfriend. Oh, I don't know if I like him. Like, that's a regular boring story that could have got fast forwarded through the whole season.
Yeah, that shit was trash. Her storyline.
Yeah, we didn't even. I don't even remember Bull's name for real.
I
know everybody else's name. I don't know his.
Ethan. I like Ethan.
Oh, shout out to Ethan.
I like Ethan. He did his thing in the play. No, I in theory and like in real life, I fuck with like her whole like body empowerment shit and the Lizzo shit. That shit's dope. I'm with you. You'll be comfortable with your body. Like that's what's up. But like here, we try and do that shit. But like, do you think Zendaya's over here? Like, yeah, I really want to be like an addict or like a heroin head. Like, nah, like that's they not making a good example for a motherfucker that loses a parent. Like Zendaya's not a good example on how to grieve when you lose a parent. That's like, it's not necessarily all about being a representation for or whatnot. Act the fucking show.
I don't know. That girl she's dealt with it in real life, so she knows better than me.
Yeah, deal with it in real life then. Get the
when
fuck
you
up.
Seen Zendaya's mom or Rue's mom tell her that I gave up on you. How did that hit y'all? Like when y'all seen that scene?
I fucked with it.
Yeah, I've heard parents say it.
Good.
Yeah, I liked it because it's fake. It's not real. It's not real, but I do like it. Like that's not that. Like even when the mom says it, like it's not like like it didn't even in the show. It didn't come across to me as like, all right, the mom's really come to terms with it. It's more so like a realization of I'm throwing my hands up.
Yeah, I don't think she's happy that she's saying it.
I'm throwing my hands up in the air, and this is what the reality I think is going to come with that, and it's going to be on you.
Yeah, I think if you see your daughter run across traffic while you're trying to save her fucking life, I think that was a realistic statement that came out of her mouth. Like, I don't know what to do with you.
Just to come home with track marks the next night. And the fucked up part about that shit is I get lost in the show so much because all of them are older in real life. That would be a wild realization to make when your kid's only 17.
Yeah.
That would be tough. Let me give up on my 17-year-old so I can save my 15-year-old.
And then, like she said, I mean, in I guess American society, you expect the 18-year-old to be out your house and whatever. But when she said it, like, you gonna be on my house next year. I can't control you anymore. So this shit on you for real. Like you at the level, and I feel like at 17, you might not be able to make all the right decisions, but you should be able to start making the right decisions.
Not even close.
Not maybe not, but at a point where a large I don't know if it's large anymore, but a good portion of people go to college. You away from your parents, you really are making those decisions on your own. So I think what the mom was saying, like at that point in life, like you guys start making better decisions because I ain't gonna be able to babysit you or come chase you or get in the car with your sister and come hunt you down every time you want to get high.
Yeah, you start shooting up, I'm not gonna be able to bail you out of these. You getting wrapped up with pimps and shit. It's a whole different world.
Which is honestly helpful for addiction in the long run because it removes the enabler. As long as I know I have a way out, I don't have to rely on myself. As long as somebody will save me, then I don't have to change.
College is like the most false, like, adult situation in the world.
Why you say that?
Because like motherfuckers be acting like yeah, like, all right, you're going to college, you're gonna be on your own. Like it's the most controlled environment. Like there's your dorm, there's your fucking cafeteria, like here's the gym. It's like it's independence because you're away from your parents, but like there's no real like crazy adult responsibility. Like it doesn't even really compare, honestly.
I think it takes a lot of adult responsibility if you want to succeed. I feel like both of y'all both graduated. Y'all both had to make it to class on time. Y'all both had to put papers together or abide by due dates the same way you do in the work world. Like you got to meet deadlines. I feel like it's a good start for somebody that's been sheltered for 18 years.
You feel
wrong? Am I wrong?
I agree. I feel like it was a good start. I mean, I learned how to do a lot on my own and hold my own and make my own. Well, no, I was working before that, but like, yeah, and figuring out my own career through college. There was a lot of self-management, I think, that went into it. But
go ahead.
I wouldn't say it was like 100% real life, but it was a nice 50%.
But like, all right, maybe I'm losing it because like, all right, so like when you were in like high school, like was your mom like doing a lot of shit for you or something? Like it wasn't that big of an adjustment for me.
Yeah, it wasn't scary. I didn't feel scary. I was already working in high school and
yeah, I never had like a curfew and like my mom wasn't like ironing my t-shirts or like shit like that. So like wasn't like that big of an adjustment.
But you don't think a lot of people are still?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure like if you used to having like a 10 p.m. curfew and you can't have girls in the house and like, see, I would have used the B word a couple weeks ago right there. But if you can't have girls at the house and stuff like that, I'm sure like college is like a big adjustment. But I think it's like it doesn't seem like adulthood to me at all. It's very safe. You know where you're gonna sleep, but you don't have to worry about like it's cafeteria's open. Like you use your Mockmart cash. Like it's not.
So, I mean, what you saying that at what age did you feel like you stepped into adulthood then?
I don't fucking know, like 14, 15. I don't know, dog. Let's think like, all right, what's the real age I felt like, yeah, like, damn, like I'm an actual full grown man. Like, probably like 25, honestly, 25, 26, where I felt like a full adult, like actual grown up. And it wasn't like because I started paying my own bills or anything, because I've been doing that. But it was like, it just was different. Like certain shit happens and it'll just hit you different, and you're like, okay, yeah, I don't react to this different. Like, or like you start catching yourself thinking about like 5 years instead of like what are we doing for the weekend type shit. And you're like, oh fuck yeah, I'm kind of like old now. It's crazy.
Drake,
I can still see glimpses of the kid in myself.
For sure.
Glimpses.
Like every once in a while, I think glimpses. Yeah, I can see like it, but I don't know. I feel like 30 was honestly, in terms of how other people treated me, was a nice turning point. Because being young in my field, like there was a lot of lack of respect to kind of deal with because, oh, you're young, you don't know shit, even though I'm not giving out life advice. So I felt like that always kept me young, other people's perceptions.
That's great. Well, I mean, Dill said it then for him, but for me, when I started paying all my own shit like rent and car and blah blah blah, once I did that, I'm like, all right, I'm fucking grown, bro. Like I ain't got nobody to rely on. If I miss this shit getting cut off. if I don't do this, this gonna affect my life in this way. So for me, like once it was on me, I think that's when it hit me, like mid-20s, like 24, 25.
That's a good point. When I became the family member that people called when they needed help, I realized I was like the adult now. I wasn't the kid.
John, what age did you start paying rent?
I think 24. I think
24.
yeah. So yeah, once I dipped, and I know it was no going back. I ain't got no backup plan with the living situation. Like this is what it is. All right, you an old head now, bro. Let's figure this shit out. Let's get it done. I think that's when it hit me. But yeah, for sure, it's definitely gonna be different for everybody though.
What was your first place, Flocka? That was the joint in Tampa that you got?
My
Or
first place?
home? Did you move home after college?
No, I moved. My first place was in college, so I was paying full rent senior year in college. And then right after college, I got an apartment. They got another apartment a year later. Yeah, so I don't know however old you are, senior year in college is when I was paying rent.
And you're 30 now?
Yeah.
With baby number 2 on the way? And you still see the glimpses of the kid?
Yeah,
Where do them glimpses come from? Y'all ever just like ride around and think about some shit and just start laughing like, yo, I'm a fucking idiot? That's my shit. Or do some stupid shit. You talk to yourself? I talk to myself a lot. That shit might be weird. I talk to myself a lot.
Like out loud, I might do it in my head.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with myself.
No, I do it like in my like usually it starts in my head, but like then I'll start like getting so into it, I'll start like verbalizing a few sentences and I'll start geeking because I realize I'm fucking bugging out. Oh, or like I accidentally do it in public and I'll be like, yo, I'm fucking throwing like I know these people deserve me. hurry up and act like I'm on the phone and shit. Like, yeah, that was crazy.
That's some other shit.
You pick up the phone. He was talking on the phone before you picked it up.
Put the phone to his ear too. They'll still put the phone to his ear.
Nah, I keep it on speaker now. I hold it up like this. I keep it on speaker.
You pretend to be on the phone on speaker?
Yeah.
Everybody can hear. There's nobody talking back.
His lock screen just showing it like he's not talking to nobody.
No, whatever. I thought you guys are gonna be with me on this one. I thought I was like, yeah, talk out loud all the time. Like, nah, I guess not. Talk, just me.
No, I will like talk to myself about funny situations. Like I was having a conversation with myself the other day about like the kids that were in ROTC in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have ROTC at your high school?
Yeah, nobody joining that shit. Though.
I remember the dudes were running around with like wooden guns and shit, like hiding behind the staircase. Like there was some enemies out there. She used to crack me up.
Nah, he wasn't doing that.
I mean, they would like. I remember they would have these wooden guns and like stand behind the cheerleaders and shit, like they were protecting them.
Stop.
No, they had the ROTC. The ROTC guy. He was Mike Tomlin's uncle, I think. And he used to. That's how he used to recruit. I was in ROTC for like 3 days until I got transferred out of it.
You chose to get
me. They signed us up because they needed people. It's actually me and my buddy Jamil. Me and John were just talking about Jamil earlier. We was in ROTC for like 3 days, and we got to the point where we had to pick out our uniforms and sign them out, and we both was like, "Nah, we're not doing that shit." Yeah.
Hell no.
Because the instructor was mad cool. He was like, "Dog, I'll give you the credit. You're gonna get the credits every year." Like blah blah. You're not really going to. We was like, "Nah, I can't do that. I'm not putting."
I think our shit was Air Force too, right?
That's why you got that camo on.
Yes. But he was his nephew was Mike Tomlin, and that's how I used to recruit people in school. He'd be like, "You know who the youngest coach in the NFL is?" And then he had the picture. My nephew, Mike Tomlin. It was him and Mike Tomlin.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. It's crazy too. I used to be so uncomfortable like dressing up in high school, like for game days and shit. I used to hate that shit, and now I love to throw a fucking tie on. I love a good dress up now.
Back then, that shit wasn't cool. That shit
Nah, you
wasn't.
felt like a fucking nerd. I had my Burlington Coat Factory ass fucking dress up outfit.
Yeah, the pants wasn't. They still wasn't tight yet.
Those was
Yeah, it
baggy
wasn't
as
no
shit.
fitted suit pants.
It was
So
like I had swishy pants on with some fucking
we was all Steve Harvey in the hallway looking stupid.
swishy pants with them dumbass dress shoes.
Oh my god, I cringe looking back.
I remember
At
one time I was sitting in class next to Dane, and we both had our dress up shit on, and the teacher was like, "Oh, Dane, you guys got a game today?" And she was like, "Jake, why are you dressed up?"
Oh shit!
And I was like,
I
"I'm
did
on the
that
team
before
too."
too.
She was like, "Nah, you're not on the team."
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it was wild.
Our freshman year, I had sick. I used to get sick a lot. My immune system was fucked up. But I was sick to practice before, and my teammates were supposed to call me and let me know the game was canceled, but nobody told me. So I showed up to school dressed up, but nobody else was dressed up. Oh my god, it was one of the worst days of my life.
Oh,
So I went out. Yeah, I did my morning lap, and like I saw somebody in the hallway. He's like, "Yo, bro, the game got canceled. Like, you ain't got to wear that stupid ass shit today." And I called my stepbrother Kyle, dog. This motherfucker wasn't working. He was lazy as shit. He was like 19. He worked at like Rite Aid, so I knew he wasn't doing shit. I'm like, "Yo, Kyle, go in my room and grab some clothes." I had mad clothes. I think it was like right after Christmas. I'm like, just grab one of my new sets and bring it in. He was bitching so bad, dog. I had to beg him to bring that shit in. And finally, he brought in my set, and I had to carry around my dress clothes in like a Acme bag for the rest of the day, which was probably more like embarrassing than being dressed up. But yeah, that's my story. Sticking to it. This food poisoning is fucking me up right now. I tell you that, dog.
food poisoning, crazy, huh?
Food poisoning is kicking my ass, dog. I tell you that
Makes you
shit.
put glasses on and shit.
I really want to say that. I feel like the kid in fucking Big Daddy, dog. Like, remember he was on trial and it was like Julian, dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boy, turning invisible and shit.
yeah, yep.
Oh man,
What do we got?
do we have more Euphoria stuff? I know we got way off topic.
No, that was like fucking 70 minutes.
Did y'all watch All Star Weekend? Did y'all fuck with it?
You know, time be slowing down when you lit. It's 26 minutes.
That boy gone.
He said it was 70.
No, I wish I could take some of that stuff back.
Like he Tom Cruise and Top
Nah, what's it called though? That's crazy. Yeah, All Star Weekend. They said MJ was off of perk, filling up Mary J.
Yeah, he got the aviators on. He wildin'.
He looked like Tom Cruise mixed with Jesus Amaro.
Looked like the baby off of Hangover.
I look like Jesus and Mero in the Hangover, baby. That's crazy. Nah, it's wild. Like I'm looking at myself. Like I'm looking at myself through the glasses, but like the reflection on the glass. So like I'm seeing my. Yeah, shit.
You want to tell the people what kind of food poisoning you had, or you chilling?
Nah, dog, relax. you and Jake every week. It's like all fair. It's all fair.
John, why are those glasses crooked as hell, dude?
I never heard nobody getting food poisoning off the vegetables.
Yeah, food poisoning.
That's crazy.
Nah, this shit crazy.
Gotta go vegan.
Oh, nah, what's it called?
Yeah, All-Star Weekend. You said Michael Jordan was off of perk?
Now, you know what else is crazy too, though? Like, my hats always end up crooked too, and I don't know why. But like every time I wear them. But now you see MJ grab Mary J. Blige ass, and he was hugging Luca. And my man just texted me and said that he was ripped, so I thought it was funny. But nah, I don't really got shit for All-Star Weekend, bro. Dunk contest. It is corny or funny to see like everybody like, oh, the dunk contest will never get back to like Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine level. But like when we was watching that, motherfucker was like, oh, it'll never get back to the Vince John. So that shit is corny.
I just think it's the same thing every 2-3 years. This probably was the most underwhelmed I've been for All-Star Weekend. I did enjoy the game, but Saturday was kind of like a waste. Like I could have dipped off on the Saturday. I stayed in to watch that shit. I was just like, damn, wasted Saturday night.
Because didn't a couple people not even like make a dunk or something like that?
Man, they was doing 15 attempts just for a dunk, and the dunk wasn't even that crazy. Like, it was shit you see motherfuckers on YouTube doing. You like, come on, dog, this shit. And it was people you thought was going to actually be good. It was just a wasted night for real.
That's like when Nate Robinson had 15 attempts trying to go double between the legs and shit, and it just ruined the whole vibe.
That's exactly what happened. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got the fuck up, walked out. Took him about an hour to get out, but he got out. That shit was trash, man. 75 during the halftime at the fucking All-Star game. That shit took about 30 minutes. It was just a weird weekend. Shout out to the NBA though. Still a fan.
Yeah.
That boy's gone.
The slow blink. When you get hit with the slow blink,
that boy is gone.
Nah, I'm starting to get the block, you know.
Stomach bug going crazy.
Nah, it's crazy because like you ever just think about like you looking at yourself in a box, but like you right here. Shit crazy. Nah, like when you get food poisoning and shit, like certain like shit breaks down visually a little differently.
Like you be hallucinating and shit.
Nah, I'm not hallucinating, bro. It's just like it's very. I got nothing, bro. Carry on.
He ain't said shit.
Said a bunch of nothing. You know, like yeah. So carry on.
I'm fucking out, yo. Nah, what I'm trying to say is like I don't have the words to describe what I'm like. Yeah, got nothing, bro. Let's talk about something else. This is just webcams are weird, yo. Like that shit is crazy.
Have you guys ever jerked off with a hat on?
Nah.
You're going to hell if you do that shit.
I think that's when you got taken in rehab. You got a problem.
If you just got the cat.
If it's that urgent, you got a problem.
I don't know if I've ever like. That's funny. Like you had to rush to do it. I wasn't even thinking it like that. That's funny as shit.
You can't wait for it.
You just running in the crib to get this load off.
You running, you dropping the pants, tripping over on this shit. Like crazy.
Oh, that's crazy, dog. You catch a nut and realize your hat's still on. You're just mortified with yourself. Like, yo, I'm mad horny.
You kept the hat on.
You realize you got your phone in your pocket. You got double back. Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, I never.
To me, that's almost like morning masturbation. That shit is for criminals.
Morning masturbation for criminals?
Yeah, you just start the day off spraying off.
I feel like that's a good way to start the day. If you
am I the tiebreaker here? Like, what?
I feel like it.
I'm not like I'm indifferent on it. I'm not like for or against it either way.
I will feel depressed all day if that's what I start off.
You feel depressed after you catch a nut, or?
I feel like there was this. We used to have this cat that would hang outside our house, and I could tell like if I would walk out in the day without having done that, like I wouldn't even notice the cat, but I would almost feel like the cat is like has more power than me. Like I lose some of my intimidation. Like now I'm just walking out missing something because you just had to spray off in the morning. Like I need my whole body, I need everything.
So
I feel like
I'd rather horny. You gonna walk around the rest of the day horny?
Yeah, I might rather get one off in the morning than the night. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Nothing worse than an unwind on the night. Damn, yo. Like this is the end of my day. Like, this is crazy.
That's what you going to think about.
At the end of the day,
wow, I'm a fucking loser.
Nobody.
Just jacking off to go to sleep.
It's 10:30 on a Saturday. You're like, fuck. You're like, well, yeah, I think
Let me just tuck myself in after a nice little jail.
To get the warm rag.
Yeah. Get that shit over with in the morning, man.
No, I honestly, I definitely never kept my hat on to beat my dick in my life. That's a wild level of running. I'm trying to think like, I probably kept it on when I was striking somebody, which is nasty.
I haven't even done that.
I'm trying to think like maybe if I was out.
There's definitely a certain type
in
of
the
porn where they
moment.
keep the socks and shoes on.
I always keep my socks on. I had knocked a joint off so many times, like that I was at the point we were kind of dating, and she was like, "Yo, like, is there something like wrong with your feet or something, yo?" Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Yes,
Yes.
yes, there is. Trust me, I'm doing you a solid."
Just about to give her athlete's foot and shit. Like,
Yeah, my feet are good now, though, bro. I don't really want to talk about it on the pod or
Well,
my
if she
show.
keep her socks on, how you feeling?
If she keeps her, I'm not a foot guy for
I
real.
think you a serial killer if she fucking with socks on.
You sleep with socks?
Fuck no.
no.
Y'all don't sleep with socks on?
Hell no.
My feet get cold.
I don't
Damn.
even like socks on in the house.
You
Yeah,
sleep in the nude?
Nude and socks? That's what you try to get to?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't sleep in the nude.
I can't sleep in the nude. That shit, I'm ready to go. It's TTG if I'm in the nude.
That's how much you like. That's how much you like yourself. That you, anytime you fully naked, you got to get a nut off. You horny bitch.
Wet dreams would be nonstop.
TTG, dog. I can't even go to sleep naked. No wonder you don't like starting in the morning, dog. You can't stop.
Yeah.
You just can't stop.
I'm the real of that shit, you know?
Yeah, no, that's funny. I am tripping out. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, this food poisoning it's only been 6 minutes. That is wild. No, yeah,
man.
but what was toe talk from me, mate? Like I had always told this one story about this toe joint that had happened, and people shame me for it. But I guess when you're younger, you gotta like try and test your limits with stuff.
Oh, you was wilding.
Yeah, you was bugging.
You was wilding. I
Yeah.
think we shared that before on a previous episode. We don't gotta bring it back up, but yeah, you was wilding.
I put my toe in a puss, and it was what it was. It was what it was. I put my big toe in a puss.
That's some other shit.
I had a conversation with somebody, and yeah, it happened.
She's a nasty girl.
Yeah, very.
Shout out to her, man. She's got a nice, happy family these days. Beautiful family.
Oh my
You just
God.
be looking at her partner like, damn.
Yeah, toe fucked her. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a wild move. That's a wild. And y'all should have seen how crazy I was going with that shit.
Nah. Ain't no way you were stroking it with the toe, bro. You giving her toe stroke, bro?
Fucking field goal. Like,
I'm thinking you just dip it in like it was the water. You going crazy?
Just going. Nah.
I feel like that would hurt a girl for real.
Nah,
like,
it was a dip in.
Oh, all right. Just testing the water and shit.
I just see what I can get away with, dog.
oh man. You know, gotta do what you gotta do.
No, that's funny as shit. I don't know why people shame me about that story. I'm afraid like sometimes you gotta experiment with some Johns you knocking down. I threw a toe in there.
I don't even think you're gonna find that on the freakiest porn site.
I should have recorded it.
You should have uploaded that shit too. Might have got a few comments.
Yeah.
Hey, that's feminism, right? You know, it's just doing what you want.
So they say.
You lost me. You want to talk about? Never mind.
Talk about what?
No, because we can either talk about the kids getting bullied, and would you beat up a kid, or we can talk about that video I sent you the other day about the tranny argument. Not tranny, fuck. What?
Transgender.
There we go.
Which one? We could go there. We can go there. We go either one.
So I sent Flocka a clip the other day. It was interesting because I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? I sent a clip
this morning.
Was it this morning?
Yeah, that was today.
Damn, your time. And they say, yo, like it's crazy because like
you leaning on that hand heavy as shit too.
It might have been today. Who knows? You feel me? I need to go watch that Spider-Man, John, where they got everybody in it.
Hey, that last Spider-Man movie was trash. So, but keep going.
What?
Yeah, what are you talking
that shit
about?
was boring.
What?
Hot take from hell.
How was it boring?
It was boring. I mean, it was.
What was boring about it?
Because I mean, I'm watching Zendaya like be a real actress, and then I go see that shit, and she's all acting like a little kid, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." Like
You
like
say
a
this
Marvel movie though.
Yeah, you say the same thing about Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, I guess I'm not a big Marvel fan, like especially because I felt like that movie was so geared towards kids. Like Tom Holland acting like he's scared of every adult. Like, dude, you like 26, bro.
Who was he scared of?
Just he's always stuttering, like, yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in high school, dog.
Yeah.
But what did you guys talk like that in high school?
I feel like you probably did. I didn't. I feel like Tom Holland was you. That's probably why he's so mad about it.
I'm triggered.
Look, there's definitely like 14, 15-year-old kids that get uncomfortable around adults and look at them as like super authority figures. So yeah, like that's not like a far fetch.
It just felt a little forced.
Wow.
That's the first one I heard.
Well, to use your words, that is dumb. So anyway, I shot a video over to Jake this morning. I feel like it was yesterday, honestly, though. I think you guys are fucking with me.
Definitely this morning. You want to play the clip?
Yeah, kinda.
I could get that joint right here.
Ooh, I am bugging the fuck out right now. That's crazy.
Do you guys ever feel like some languages are really close and they might be the same language? Because sometimes I wonder, I feel like Japanese people and Chinese people should be able to understand.
Well, that's got nothing to do with the realities. You can feel however you want. I mean, I can sit here and say that I feel like.
Was it playing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
You heard that shit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Here go the clip.
Well, that's got nothing to do with the realities. You can feel however you want. I mean, I could sit here and say that I feel like a tomato plant, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually in those things. So your self-perception, you can have whatever self-perception you want, but you can't expect me to take part in that self-perception or to take part in this kind of charade, this theatrical production. You don't get your own pronouns, just like you don't get your own prepositions or your own adjectives. You know, it's like if I were to tell you, my adjectives are handsome and brilliant. And no matter whatever you're talking about me, you have to describe me as handsome and brilliant because that's how I identify. Makes
subjective.
No sense. Your own pronouns. I think it's delusion. It could be mental illness. It could be it's a lot of different things. With children, you know, there's also just a basic confusion that all kids have. When a 4-year-old boy comes to you and says, "Oh, I'm a girl," here's a good follow-up question. What is a girl? That's a question I would like to
What is a girl, Jake?
Actually, because
exactly.
A 4-year-old can answer what is a girl. Well, this is one of the problems with this left-wing gender ideology is that no one who espouses it can even tell you what these words mean. It's like, what is a woman? Well, can you tell me what a woman is?
No, I can't. What do you define a woman as?
An adult human female. You know, here's the thing: when you're female, it goes right down to your bones, your DNA. So that's why if someone
it doesn't,
we could dig up their bones 100 years ago.
Yeah, that was it. The gist of
So
it.
I sent that to Jake, and his only response back was, "That is stupid," or "That is dumb." And I sent it to I think 2 different chats, and they was all like, "Yeah, 100 facts."
Which chats? The Trump chats or what?
Nah, it wasn't. Well, I mean, bro, honestly, the Trump chats.
I don't even like how you put that on left wingers.
Exactly. It's not a political issue. That's the stupid shit about it.
But I do agree with it.
That's stupid. That's cool.
Trump that, Jake.
Well, he's not anti-vaxxer, so we knew this. There's nothing new.
They live in the mandate. So
I had it in one of my coworker chats, and they all got the vax, and they was saying facts, and then my other mixed chat was kind of like back and forth on it. But I don't think it's as clear. Like I don't even think it's clear cut as you think, Jake.
What do you mean?
I don't think. Like I don't think.
I say it was clear cut.
No, because you said
I said to you, or whatever, and exactly like you said to you. I said
you
exactly.
were saying like, well, he's an anti-vaxxer, so like, what would you expect with that take? But like I don't think that. I think like the transition or what are they called again? Transgenders. Like I think that shit kind of splits everybody down the middle, regardless of vaccine takes, politics.
It's the same thing that happened with gay people. It's the same thing with decriminalize or making slavery illegal. It's all the same issue. We're going to feel about this now, and then in 100 years, we're going to be like, oh, okay, I see it now.
You think?
I don't think
For sure.
So you think that people who identify as a woman should be able to compete in women's sports?
I don't think that's the question that we're asking. I'm saying like,
Isn't
should
it
you
part
be
of it
able?
though?
I don't think so. I think that's a separate question.
Hmm.
But he's saying, should you be able to ask people to use the pronouns that you prefer? Why the fuck not? What's your issue with it?
I don't think my issue is with that. I think my issue, not even an issue, but my question would be, but you are still a female, aren't you? Or you are still a male, aren't you?
So the thing about it is it's not debatable, is that your biology is on a spectrum. Some people have more hormones and more testosterone than others. If the three of us were to have our levels checked, each one would be different. And so technically one of us would be more female than the other.
Now, so you know how like when people abuse steroids forever, they stop producing the testosterone and shit. So like, does that mean they're more of a girl now?
Because that's what he's classifying being a girl or a boy as, is your testosterone levels. He's saying you can trace it down to your DNA. Well, that's what he's referencing. So if it's on a spectrum, he's
all right. So
technically
like
wrong.
he's saying when these people transition, I don't know if these people sounds weird, but like say a dude turns into a John, so he gets on the hormone therapy shit. If he takes enough, then physically he's a girl.
If that's what you're measuring it by. I mean, like he said, what are you defining male versus or female? What's your definition? Or what is the definition if you want to go by it? What do you judge by? Is it your religion? Is it science? How do you determine what that is for you?
See, I got I walked into a dilemma. I was having a conversation the other day, and I would have said with that question a few weeks ago, like, yo, if you have a dick, you're a guy, basically, more or less. Like, I'll call you what you want, but
yeah,
I don't care. You want to be a lady, that's what's up. Like, you want to be referred to as a girl. In my eyes, you're a guy if you have a dick. And if you have a puss, same John, opposite. But then I was thinking about this actor that was in Vananana. She got the surgery that where now she has a puss and she identifies as not that she doesn't want to be a trans woman. She identifies as a woman. And I was like, well, I guess technically she is a woman. Like she's got a puss. She's got every feature as a girl. Like it's hormones. So is she a girl now? I'm like, I guess. I don't know. Like the argument against she's not.
Okay, I got a question for you, Jake. If you got in an intimate relationship with somebody that transitioned all the way down to the surgery, and you found out you married, you still ain't seen this person baby pictures though for whatever reason, and then you just go back to her family house and they just got these pics of this little boy, and you're like, yo, who the fuck is that? And she say, oh, that was me. How you feeling?
I feel like that's the easy one.
Yeah, and I feel like the issue with the question is that it paints people that are transgender as liars, and they're trying to manipulate you.
I don't think that's.
Nah, that one's set up as a lie because like you're not openly being honest. If we're dating for that long to where we're married and you don't tell me any of that shit, and it's kind of like you have to go out of your way to hide it. Now, if it is like,
but if it's not an issue, then
exactly. Now, if you meet her at the bar and y'all hit it off and you knock her down, and then afterwards you just happen to find out, or you follow her on Insta and find out that she used to be a fella, are you upset about it? I feel like I would be pretty upset about it. Like that would make me really, really upset, for lack of better words.
Yeah, I don't think people are out there tricking folks like that.
I don't know.
I don't think that's like
the argument conversation though either.
I guess that's kind of the argument though, because like if we just going by like if the fella's saying just I don't know, yeah, you guys can carry this.
It's a touchy topic, but I mean, I don't think we get in trouble for our opinions. It's our opinion on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think anybody's right or wrong, but
yeah, Flocka said this shit is gonna be the same as fucking slavery, and
I don't agree with that.
If that's the case, then we are gonna be fucked. What are you talking about?
Nah, I don't agree. I don't think it would be the same as slavery. Like you said, if you want to be called, you could be. I'll call you whatever you want to be called, but it honestly doesn't affect my life, sadly. But yeah, at the end of the day, like you said, when they dig your bones up in a million years, they're gonna classify you as, I guess, what you was born as.
Well, they're going to classify you as your sex. That's the whole issue here. Is there's a difference between sex and gender.
Why though?
Well, it's like saying tree and bush. They're two different things.
Does the tree have the same like skeleton as the bush?
No, but it's like when you look at it, you can tell it's different, right? You can see the structure of it and see that it's two different things. And that's the same when I'm talking about the definition of gender versus sex. They're two different definitions. It's not the same word. And he's confusing the words.
Is this one of them things for you being like ultra literal with the definitions though? So
yeah.
literally
the definition of gender is different from the definition of sex.
But all right, so like you saying that you could be a male sex, but a female gender?
Yeah.
That's too confusing.
Do they agree with that?
I've never heard that argument being made.
Yeah, like people will say, like, biologically, I was born a male. The gender that I identify with is female.
But they don't like that, so they're like, but sex-wise, I'm still a male.
Until they have the change or the transition, because they want their sex to match their gender.
Yeah, I feel like the easiest like response to this is like, why do they give a fuck so much if people want to call them a girl or a guy? But like also like on the flip side of that, like if somebody called me a girl, I'd be salty.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of what gender dysphoria is?
Enlighten us.
So gender dysphoria is a clinically significant distress or impairment related to a strong desire to be of another gender, which may include desire to change primary and or secondary sex characteristics. Not all transgender or gender diverse people experience dysphoria, right? So it's the idea that your gender and your sex don't match. And so you have gender dysphoria.
And would you classify
I feel like...
What'd you say?
Would you classify that as a mental issue?
Well, I mean, not an illness, but it could be an issue if it's making you unhappy.
And I feel like you and the guy's making the same argument just for the two different sides, honestly. Because he was talking about down to the skeletons, and you kind of saying like, yo, you can't change your sex, but you can change your gender. So I mean, if we go down to, yeah.
No, I'm saying you can change both. That's why you have the surgeries. You change your sex. You change. If we identify, or if we say your sex is because you have a vagina or a penis, or if you have more hormones than testosterone.
Yeah, I don't really care about it, honestly. Like, I'm all for, like, yo, if you want to be a girl, I'll call you a girl. It doesn't, that shit don't affect me. And I really think, like, the exaggerated point is, like, yo, like, what if you knock one down? One sounds bad, but, like, if you knocked a trans girl down after she had the surgery, but she didn't tell you, blah, blah, like, what's the odds of that, there, really? Like, I don't want to just, like, act like that shit actually happens. I'm sure it doesn't. They're probably
it's the same thing as saying gay people are pedophiles.
What?
That's the exact same thing.
Don't get Jake started on the whole unisex bathroom argument.
It's the same thing. People, that was the big argument for a while. Oh, gay people want to have sex with my children.
That shit is crazy to say, though.
That's what we went through in our country.
I heard that one.
That's what we went through, Flock.
That's literally what our country went through with gay rights.
Oh shit! I didn't even know what they was fighting for. That's fucked up.
That was what they were fighting for?
It's every stereotype. There's always, with every minority, there's a stereotype. You can't think of one minority where there's not a stereotype of them doing something harmful to the white people.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nah.
White people suck.
He was white.
Who was white?
The guy arguing was white.
Yeah, he was white. He was definitely a white guy. I would never go on a show to debate it. Like, I wouldn't be that hype about it. Like, bro, if you want to be a girl, I don't give a fuck. Or you want to be a guy, like, rock out. The sports shit's a whole different topic because, like, there's just different advantages. But whatever. Yeah, so if somebody's bullying your kid at school, right, do you fight the kid? Or, like, how far do you guys take that?
I think
How
that's
old?
probably the hardest shit as a parent is that question right there. One of the hardest things.
How old? So I'm thinking like, all right. So I read 2 articles. One of my buddies put me on to a parent stabbed a student at Lincoln, which is a university in Chester, and then isn't Lincoln is in Chester, right?
I just know it's in PA. I'm not sure where it's at.
I'm pretty sure it's in Chester. I feel like Lincoln's the one in Chester that I always ride by. And then I read a different article about this kid getting bullied, and he ended up his parents told the school, and they reported the kid got suspended. I guess he came back, punched the kid that was getting or the bully kid got punched in the eye, and he went home and hung himself. So he died and shit. So I guess the age difference varies. One was college, one was 12 for what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm like, yo, if I'm the kids is killing themselves early, if my son or daughter or whatever I have or comes home and says they're getting bullied, I probably won't fight the kid, but I will fight the parent and make the kid watch. like, like 100%. I was thinking about that shit today. Like, yo, if my son would have like hung himself, like I probably would have killed the parent in front of the other kid, traumatized him.
You doing prison time? You doing prison time?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a tough situation. I'd have to really
It
think
is.
about like, because at that point you got to think like, all right, at what level of life can I enjoy knowing that my son hung himself? And then I would have to ask like, how can my other kids, wife, like, are they financially able if I'm gone? And like, how much is it going to traumatize them if they lose their dad too? But then, like, how much do I need to traumatize this other kid for forcing my kid to kill himself? It would be a tough dilemma for me because I probably would end up either killing the kid or the parent.
Yeah, I think once the kid dies, everything out the window.
Yeah, it would be tough. It would be
Because
tough
that's
going.
basically your life. At that point, like your child life just become yours at a certain right when they come out the womb. I guess like it's a protective instinct. I couldn't imagine. I think anybody would be down to do life over a kid they love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe we using like the kid killing himself is too much of an extreme.
I don't think so because they actually are killing themselves, which is fucked up.
Yeah, shit is crazy. And the kids is killing themselves. I mean, that story said that the 12-year-old hung himself with his favorite hoodie from his bunk bed. I was like, fuck, that's heartbreaking.
Come on, yeah.
That's some wild shit. But yeah, even if it was just like if a group of kids is bullying, because I remember thinking like I never really gotten, I don't know, I never wanted my mom to come up to the school or nothing, but I never really was in a situation where I was getting bullied either. So I don't know how that is. But like, if it was a situation where like my kids was getting bullied, I would have probably come to the school first and be like, yo, y'all need to tighten up a little bit. But I don't even know if I would go to the school. Like I'd probably try and reach out to the parents first and see what the situation is at home. Because the other kid probably just fucked up or gone through some shit.
I think another question is, do you take your child out to school or do you tell him to toughen up or him or her to toughen up? Like, yo, stop letting them talk to you like that.
That was the whole point of the other article I was reading about too. They were saying like, yo, kids are babies. They don't have the coping skills to deal with that kind of like fucking shit that comes with groups of bullies. So like telling them to toughen up and like fight back and shit is like a wild expectation for an 11 or 12-year-old to have in them. But I feel you because that's my natural instinct too to be like, yo, just punch one of them motherfuckers in the face, cuz they're like, yeah, let me send you with like a little switchblade or something. You pull that shit out on the crowd, I bet you they back the fuck up.
Yeah, you get a little 12-day suspension. You be back.
Hey, back the fuck up. Shit, we was carrying switchblades when we was young. Everybody had a switchblade when I was 12, dog. All had them shits.
But they still, even if you give them a switchblade, they still don't know how to handle a situation where they're being bullied.
No, I'm saying that
They
would
just
be
know how to intimidate back.
yeah, that would be my natural instinct. Though, like, yeah, just tell them back the fuck up, or you had to stab one of them.
I think I gotta go to the school and show a presence.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the class. I'm grilling the kid. I mean, you definitely don't think you're gonna hit the kid, but you definitely gonna. Yeah, we just gonna walk these hallways for about a week. I think it's just setting a presence. Like, nah, this one ain't to be played with.
Yeah.
Regardless if they're embarrassed or not, like, you're not about to play with this one.
What if it doesn't work though?
If that don't work, we out then. Because I mean, it's either that or life. Like, we just gonna go to a different school, or somebody's gonna do jail time.
What if like, yeah, all right, this is. Nah, we could stay on this topic. All right, John, you out with your girl, right? And a group of girls comes to jump her. Do you help her? Like, how does that go with that?
Yeah, you gotta help. What
You
you
beating some
mean?
girls up?
You gotta help.
You gotta help. You
Yeah.
gotta help.
Beat the shit out of
You
girls.
You
don't
gotta.
even gotta hit him for real though. You could just throw him. Like
No, you gotta hit him.
you don't even gotta hit him. Like how would you handle it though?
No, you gotta help.
You know?
It's just funny to think about, dog. It's just the geek to think about. Like it's just like
I can imagine being in that situation, but yeah,
yeah, you just had to maul like 5 Johns walk.
yeah,
Just make it like
Yeah, I really gotta start drawing it here.
yeah. You really contemplating life. Like, damn, I never thought I had to do this.
would it be bad if you like broke a sweat while you was beating the shit out?
Oh my gosh, you
It's
look crazy
yeah,
after the beating.
bro, 4 girls, like I'm not sleeping on what they can do, dog. 4 girls together, that shit, like they fuck around and win. Like, they beat me and my girl's ass, dog. That shit would be crazy. No, but
That's funny. I feel like I dated a girl one time that was like, "Oh, I like being with you because you're not like those UFC guys that might just go crazy and beat the shit out of you one day." And I felt kind of disrespected by that. Like, yo, I could beat you up.
I'm not
You
safe.
thought you was probably soft?
I'm not the safe option.
Yo, I could whoop
her a
your
little hard
ass.
that night and shit. Like, yo, I got this much strength in me. Like, don't try me.
Exactly. I had to prove my
No,
weight.
but John called me safe probably like 2 years ago, and I'd never felt more disrespected in my fucking life, dog. It was like a wild moment of clarity for me. Like, this is odd.
Safe in
Like,
regards to what?
she was saying like I don't know, it's a weird breakdown.
Not gonna put your toe in her.
Yeah, it was more of a weird breakdown. Like the bitch, like fuck, I almost got through the whole John. But she was more like, yeah, I know, like I'm not gonna get shot up or no, like not gonna get jammed up with anything like that. And I was like, man, I used to get in beefs. I was mad by it.
I don't even think nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, that's why I realized I was bugging afterwards. Like, yo, like, yeah, like, no, I get mad beefs, yo. Our car could get shot up. You guys shit fucked up.
What's the ratio of the B word outside of the pod?
I'm really trying not to say it at all anymore, bro. Honestly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing my thing with it. I'm slowly phasing it out. It'll probably be out and about. I'll be done with it soon. I don't really say it like that. That's like because I don't really say the F word like ever. I haven't said the F word in forever, so I feel like I'll probably be all the way done with it by next year. Plus, I'm getting older, so like
I've been trying so hard.
I have been trying hard, bro. I have been trying hard.
Now you see what he went through.
See, you always try to make light of my serious situations while I got food poisoning. This shit's crazy, bro. Anyway, I forget what I was gonna ask.
We got a question in the comments. Back to the topic of bullying. Should parents keep them off socials to protect them even more?
Oh yeah, Flock, you got kids. At what age can they have social media?
Wait, which one we going with? Was that 2 separate questions or
Basically the same.
same? What was the question?
At what age do you let your kids get on socials? Because it's kind of going with the like, yo, is our kids getting bullied on socials, and they are getting bullied on socials, so they have like 24 access to getting bullied, and a lot of people just be like, yo, put it down, but like, obviously, kids gonna check the socials. That's what it is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, at what age is appropriate? And then, are you gonna like be like a helicopter parent with the socials?
I mean, kids do have poor impulse control, so if I have to do something to help with impulse control, then fine. But we haven't talked about when we'll give Leia a phone or social media, but I imagine it's going to be we're going to wait as long as possible. You know, like we're not going to shelter and say, oh, you can't ever do this. Like you're going to do it. Eventually you're going to find your friend's phone. You're going to go on the computer, but definitely not giving it to them mad early. Like she's not one of those babies that sits at the restaurant with the iPad in front of her so you can eat your meal in peace. Like,
no, I know a lot of people that just give the iPad or the tablet to the kids. I say most of them, honestly.
yeah.
I mean,
I
guess it's got a give or take. because they know how to work an iPad when they're like 3. That shit is crazy, but like I guess you probably like developing a lot of dependency on technology as well,
Dependency on immediate gratification. You
and
can't
that's why
sit
they
there
get
by your.
the ADHD now too, huh?
I don't know if there's any like scientific links between the two, but that's the theory.
Nah, yeah, that shit crazy.
Are y'all going to give your kids iPads so you can eat breakfast when they're 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta do that shit. Put a time
yeah,
limit on that shit, man.
What'd you
that's one
say?
of the ones.
I think you just gotta put a limit on that shit because it's gonna be hard to escape. But at the same time, I mean, they don't. Do kids even play with fucking toys no more? Like they shut Toys R Us down, so like kids ain't even playing with fucking toys. Like where do you buy toys from? Like
Same
I
place.
think they just moved into technology.
Nah, bro, that's the same shit. Like motherfuckers still wear clothes, but they close the department stores. It's just you buy the toys on Amazon.
We know where to fucking walk in and get clothes though. I don't know. I mean, I know I think the Lego store fucking closed. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. Layla's got mad toys. It's mad easy to get to.
I guess if you introduce the alternate of YouTube on the iPad and they got a choice of an iPad and toys, they obviously gonna pick the fucking iPad. So I guess just not introducing them to it early, I guess that helps.
When you have the choice, when they don't know what it is without you giving it to them, once they know, then you might as well, okay.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I feel like it's just an easy question. Like it's probably like a question you could only answer, Flock. Because it's not easy for me to be like, nah, I would never do that, or like I'm gonna time limit it or whatnot. Like who the fuck knows? If I got a little crying ass baby and I'm trying to get some work done, I might throw a tablet at him. I don't know. Like I can't call it. Because I like
you've watched kids.
Yeah, for sure. But like that's the other misconception too. Like motherfuckers be like, "Dale, you good with kids?" And like you watch kids. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm great at having kids for 8 hours. It's not that hard.
Same
it's
guy
not
that
that
says
hard."
being
How
a
many times have you handed them your phone to shut them up though?
But that, bro, like 8 hours of undivided attention when you literally clear out that 8 hours to watch the kid isn't that hard. Like it'd be one thing if like I kept a kid while I had to do work or like
All right,
Monday
so I
through
watched
Tuesday.
my goddaughter and her brother, and they fuck with their iPads. I'm not about to ruin their good time.
Yeah, I'm not
They
mad
fuck
at
with
it.
the iPads, but I can't also say that when I do have kids, like I don't know. I think I would do half, like just have a time limit on that shit.
But
I think that's the only way to go.
But that's what I'm saying is like, yeah, like it's mad easy for me to say like, yeah, I won't put them on the iPads because when I have the kids around, I don't let them get on the iPads or whatnot. But it's like, yeah, I've already set up events for us to do that are entertaining. Like that's a whole lot of effort to set up shit to entertain kids. And then like shit, even if Trey's over, I got Trey on some unexpected shit. Trey, hop on 2K, bro, entertain yourself.
That's the same thing as an iPad, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I do that shit too. Or like when I go to my nephew's games, my younger nephew, he's like 6. I seen him with that. They forgot his tablet one game, and he was just skitzing out the whole fucking game. Yo, I was like, yo, tell him to chill. He's out here bugging, and he'd be cool with the tablet. Shit is crazy.
Have you guys seen that reel of the guys at the lunch table? I think they're like in college or high school, and they're athletes, and it's 4 of them sitting there, and it's like pick out which one of us was the iPad kid, and they like turn the camera around to all 4 people, and there's one kid that's got it when he's eating his lunch. He's got to watch his phone because he doesn't know how to like entertain himself.
That's something I would be scared of. So it's going to be interesting seeing this generation grow up, how they will be. Because we wasn't at the phone. We wasn't at the table with our phone, though.
No. And even if we were, it didn't have a big ass screen.
I was about to say, yeah, we wasn't watching YouTube highlights on our phone and shit. Like
I never like y'all had like dinner table type joints where y'all ate.
Yeah,
I never did. I did that.
Night, but yeah,
I did that at Kevin crib. Probably like I think maybe when I was over there on the weekends. But my mom never did that shit. We would just grab food and like kind of go to our own spots.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, everybody definitely different. It's gonna be interesting raising kids, man. Shout out to you, Flock. You doing that shit in real life, man.
I'm looking more and more forward to having a kid at like 35 now, 40.
Hey man, you told us you was nothing and everything in 2022.
I lied, dog. I fucking lied my ass off, dog.
You were supposed to give up after 30, you said.
I
That's
know.
what he told
I've been in the gym heavy as shit too, dog. It's tough. It's tough maintaining after you hit 30. Tell me and John gotta go to Vegas soon, dog. I can't be out here looking bad. None of my friends will give up with me. Shit sucks, dog. I'm hoping everybody throw in the towel, dog. Just fucked up. Can't maintain it. Can't maintain this level of cool, Flock. It's tough, man.
So my neighbor works for pharmaceutical industry and has real big on having painkillers promoted in like doctors' offices and also in slaughterhouses, which I think is kind of funny. And you guys know what I do for a living, and you know that I'm plant-based, and so I'm building I got a shed in the backyard that I'm turning into an office, right?
Okay, Flock.
You know, I mean, it's really basic because I'm broke, right? So I'm just trying to put some drywall in there, move my computer out there. I'm doing it minimal budget.
It's a mindset, but let's go.
Yeah, he's broke, but he's building a shed office.
At his house.
Rolling in it. That fuck.
At his house.
Yeah, at his crib that he owns with his wife. But he's
Tell me you're doing good, dude, Flock.
Yeah,
I digress.
This shed is.
Let
me keep. I see what you painting up there, but this shed is like it's been there for 25 years.
Hey, man, you got a shed. I don't got a shed.
It's mad old.
I don't have a yard.
And it's like half. It's gonna be like 5 feet office. It's gonna be as big as my desk can fit in there. It's minimal, right? Just follow me for a second, and it's just gonna be me in there doing virtual appointments, right? I can't fit a second person in there, and you know, so I do what I do, and they do what they do, and today I'm standing out there, and they got a whole 18-wheeler delivering about a 40-foot shed.
Damn.
Sliding doors, double pane windows, painted all matte black. I'm like, fuck. I'm in this tiny ass shed trying to get people off drugs. You over there in that big ass shed putting them on drugs.
How you feel about that?
They had the home office joined too. That's what they was doing.
Yeah, for when they're home because they got 3 houses.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I need to transition into pharma eventually too. They make so much money. It's such an easy sale too, but it's a risky business because all the regulations that going to come along eventually. But yeah, go ahead, Flock. That's not that point.
It kind of is part of it.
Is that like the bad guy winning to you?
It feels like it, yeah.
Damn.
He's just doing a job, bro.
Does it kind of make you want to join the bad side, or it make you work harder? Like how does that make you feel?
Go toss this grenade over into the backside. Blow that whole shit up. No, that's kind of crazy, right? Just the irony there of like on the other side of the fence, I'm doing one thing, they're doing the other, and it's like, if you judge it by money, who's winning?
Yeah, you just mad poor building your at-home shed office, and here comes the drug pusher with his fancy office.
The legal drug pusher.
Like I'm debating not even putting AC in there because I can't afford to buy a unit. Like,
dude, you put AC in there, bro. you wildin'. You wildin'.
That shit had me hot this morning. I was like, damn.
Those nighttime walks to that jungle be crazy in the summertime, dog.
Isn't that kind of fucked up though?
No, fucked up.
Oh yeah, I get the irony in it, bro. Like I could see why that would. Well, I don't know why that would make you mad, but I do. Like I see the irony in it. I do.
Yeah, I'm not like really mad. I'm just like.
Do you know the neighbor at all?
Yeah.
Nice guy or girl?
Lady, yeah, she's nice.
Dope. She's probably really good at her job.
Yeah.
3 houses, good for her. And you said she pushes what? You don't know. How you know she pushes opioids?
We had a conversation about it.
Oh shit! So she really out there pushing that. Damn, that's crazy. I would have thought she took like a financial hit because they tried not to subscribe them as much.
I mean, they're coming up with all different types of new shit. So.
Damn.
Dirty game, dirty game.
I was watching a doc about Viagra not too long ago, and how that shit was like a heart medicine, and that they just fluked into realizing it made your dick hard because the flow of blood, and like how crazy the sales was of that shit. Like, man, if you was in that Viagra game early on, game fuck over, dog. Game over. They said motherfuckers was selling the testers like that shit. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Pharma sales is nuts for real.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. So I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Flock. You sounded mad ungrateful with that breakdown, though. You sounded mad ungrateful with that breakdown.
No, I mean, I see where you guys are going.
He was mad ungrateful.
That's y'all. It could be worse shit. Like, let me just have my feelings about it.
Yeah, it was bad too, because how much we pumped you up on the lead into the story, and then you told us, and we was like, oh, okay.
So how did that make you feel? That it could be worse shit doesn't work? I think it worked, baby, bro.
It works.
No, now I just feel guilty for like my feelings. So I feel double worse.
That's that working, bro. That's how it works.
That's how it works. I wanted to feel guilty for telling y'all.
Yeah, dog. Don't ever tell us about that shit. Yo,
put your glasses on, bro.
Oh, nobody's left here anyway, so we're good. Oh man, I'm geeking.
Do you guys do well when people give you advice that you didn't ask for?
No.
Well, like, you have a situation for this, for example.
Because
like, I guess it would depend on the situation, like how serious the advice was, or like.
Well, so like if this is a very good example. You just mentioned that you was moving, right? And so if I were to hit you up tomorrow and be like, yo, have you done this yet?
Dex, like, you don't even know me like that. But yeah, go ahead. It's crazy how people just be doing that. But
even if like you did know the person well, and they told them, and then they were just started giving you advice on how you should move, like, oh, have you thought of this? Are you getting this ready?
Well, no, I wouldn't be mad at that. If I was like, yo, I'm about to move, and they was like, oh, you should check out Penske instead of U-Haul because this. Like, oh, all right. Appreciate it. I probably won't really consider it, though, because, like, I'm hard at it. So, like, even if you do suggest some shit, I'm probably just going to do it my way anyway.
If you asked for it, do you think you would receive it differently? If you asked them, like, what their opinion was?
That's about to make me mad.
I don't got the comments on. What do you say?
About to make me mad. Shit crazy. Go ahead, Flock. My bad. If I asked for advice, would it be more well received?
Yeah.
If I asked for advice, yeah. Like, if I asked for, like, yeah, like, yeah. Why wouldn't you? I'm not gonna ask for advice if I don't want it.
That's all I was really wondering. I just feel like I get sick of people that they learn a little bit about your life, and then they want to tell you what to do even though you don't ask for it.
Nah, what's it called? A lot of people was telling me not to move back to Philly. Because they was like, yo, it's mad dangerous in the city now, and blah, 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 blah. Like, mad people get killed. Like, I don't know that mad people get killed in Philly. Obviously, I do. No. But, like, that's unwanted advice, I guess. That's the kind of shit you're talking about. Because it is advice. Like, and I'm not even talking about Dex specifically, because my mom was saying that. A couple other friends and like sisters like, yo, why are you moving back to Philly? Like, it's mad shit going on. City's hot. I'm like, dog, you know how much fucking dangerous shit I've been in my life? Like, that's if I get hit with a stray walking to the car in a gentrified block, and that's how I go, fucking bury me happy. I'm fine. 100%. Bury me the fuck happy. If I get hit in my fucking rooftop pool, count me blessed, dog.
That'd be a crazy way to go.
100%.
Yeah, like I think the actual situation I was going through was I was just not talking to anybody, right? Like no text. I wasn't texting anybody about anything, and I just get a text from somebody that I'm pretty close to. Is like, yo, have you thought about if you're gonna circumcise your son or not? And I was like,
oh, I forgot.
I was like, yeah. And then they were like, you should definitely do it. You should definitely decide before you go in the hospital. And I was like, okay. And they were like, because if you wait to do it, then it's gonna hurt more and it could traumatize them. And I was like, okay. And they're like, so what are you gonna do? And I was like, what are we doing here? And then later on, they called me and they were like, yo, you shouldn't have posted that social media post like that because that could be bad for your business. And it was on a personal account. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I had motherfuckers tell me what to post too. I'm like, dog, I know who the fuck follow me, cuz. And I post what I want for real.
People do that to you too, tell you what to post and what not to post?
Like, yo, dude, you being hot, blah, blah. That shit been forever. I remember motherfuckers used to tell me not to post guns, and I wish I would have listened. But, yeah, that shit. I feel that. Because I don't like that shit either. Like, bro, I'm obviously posting what the fuck I want to post, and I've already thought about, like, who's going to see it and who's not going to see it and whatever happens or whatnot. So I be confidently posting whatever the fuck I want, for real. But yeah, I think you should get your son circumcised. I forgot that was a whole topic back in the day.
But I wasn't even talking about it with the person. Like, we've never had that conversation. And you just gonna like butt into that business?
Damn, I don't think we've ever had that conversation either. Is that a topic you want to bring to the pod? Yeah, because I remember we actually talked about this before Em was pregnant the second time. And we were talking about like how outdated of a tradition it is and like how weirdly random it is that we still do it because there's like no like scientific reason to do it. Like it's not like a cleansing, like there's no real reason to do it anymore. And here you are bringing it back down saying you got unwanted advice on it. So it's life coming full circle, and we definitely don't have to break it down on the pod. But that is nuts that we did already talk about it before you were in this situation a year ago. We've been podding for a while now, huh? Fuck.
We have been.
That's crazy.
That was like pod number 2 or 3, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because it's a wild thing to like just like your son's born and like the first thing you do is just clip some of his dick off.
Yeah, facts.
Pull some ceiling and just clip that bitch off and like have at it. I don't. What's the reason? Is it like a clean thing?
Just religion. Going to hell if you don't cut the skin of your penis off, boy.
So now it's just like a tradition thing, or like I guess it's like a peel thing.
I think it's a peel now. Yeah, okay. Girls won't want to have sex with them.
I ain't gonna put my little man through that if I got one.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you got enough stuff you gotta worry about.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys will do it or won't do it?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna put that on your plate, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna be mad at me at 15, like, bro.
Yeah,
you handle this for me.
Yeah, I gotta tell girls ahead of time, like, yo, by the way.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do it because of the same shame piece, but it's still fucked up.
It's definitely fucked up, but
it's for
sure it ain't normalized in our shit.
Nah, that would suck. Like, that shit would be crazy.
You come home, I gotta talk to you.
No, because white people jokes is. Go ahead, Flock.
No, you good.
No, I was gonna say, how white people jokes is different and shit. So I was on a bachelor party in Puerto Rico and shit, and one of the fellas it came out that he wasn't circumcised, and they was just roasting his ass the whole fucking weekend about that shit, just flaming him, dog, like just letting the jokes off, and I was like, damn, this is crazy.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Letting him have it, dog, and his one cousin was there, so he was sharing the stories about it, like from like growing. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, like, that's just like traumatizing. Like, oh yeah, snip that shit, Flock. Motherfuckers be going out bad.
They said they want me to deliver the baby myself. I'm gonna circumcise him myself.
How long you keep? Yeah, that's wild. How long you keep the cord for?
About a year.
That shit falls off, and then you put it in the fridge.
Yeah, it doesn't taste that bad.
Oh, you ate it?
You fucking lying.
You so nasty, dog.
You fucking lying.
You ate that shit? I think you might have. What else you say?
Hey, it's vegan, Put a little Tabasco sauce on there, and it's good to go.
That shit not even vegan. That shit would be meat. You ate that shit for real?
Bro, yeah, I told you that. I sent you the pic.
But you won't eat a cow. That's crazy.
Nah, I ain't eat that nasty shit.
You eating women.
Ate the whole placenta, one bite.
People say that shit though, right? That's fucking nasty as shit. Pregnancy is so fucking gross, dog.
But you can save the umbilical cord because you can use it for like tissue replacement if the baby has to have like a surgery.
That's what they just used the stem cells to cure HIV and I want to say leukemia. Was stem cells from an umbilical cord.
So save that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, South Park wasn't lying.
Yep. Facts. You remember that episode?
It was eating babies.
Facts. I know somebody wanted me to touch on sibling rivalries, but John, you only have a little sister, so I don't think you can relate. And
No,
Flock, you're an only child, so I think we're good on that. Would you go to somebody's wedding that you know you wouldn't invite to your own?
Yeah.
I think I would too. Just because
I
they
was
sent the
having
invite.
I was having this conversation too. You feel like if somebody makes you like their best man, that you have to make them your best man? Or
I think that's the real pressure.
do you think they expect it?
I wouldn't, but I could see somebody expecting that.
That would be a
Would
tough
you-
shot.
Would you guys put somebody in your wedding party and you knew they wouldn't include you in theirs?
No. No,
Yeah,
not a shot.
I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, not a shot. Knowingly, I'm gonna put, say I'm gonna put Teddy in my wedding party. I'm not saying I am or not. It's not a verbal commit. Guess be some close calls when I'm 48. Fucking whoever's still alive, huh?
I was kind of salty though, right? You was in their wedding and you not in theirs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. So like, I wouldn't ask nobody to be in my wedding that I wouldn't assume I'm going to be in their wedding as well.
So, Dill, we could end a lifelong debate. Would I be in your wedding party?
No, not a fucking shot, dog.
Exactly.
You didn't put me in your wedding. That shit is crazy.
I wouldn't have been.
You would have now, or you would have before.
What happened?
Flock didn't put me in his wedding. He put the fucking 5 people he doesn't talk to. We've been close friends at that point for like six years. Fucking unreal. Doesn't include me in his wedding. We're talking all pretty much every day for the 4 years fucking leading up. And he just joes me because he's got loyalty to some fellas he met a year before. Bullshit. Motherfuckers just don't make adult decisions when they think about lifelong memories and shit.
Damn it.
You will not. I'm not going to be in yours, bro.
Not now. That's for sure.
I wouldn't have been before.
Not now, for sure.
I wouldn't have before.
I feel like you would have made it, Flock. Because you was probably the only person besides Shane that I knew that without knowing. Well, I knew Shane because
you definitely.
I knew you without knowing you. And shit.
Yeah, you definitely had a chance, but you for sure was in the running.
Okay, well then what does that say that I felt like I wasn't? I felt like I didn't have a shot.
Don't try and you got insecurities then, dog. I don't know what the fuck to say. The fuck? I have no idea, buddy. You gotta deal with your insecurities.
Yeah,
that's
I feel like I wasn't in the top 5, so I had to calculate that.
No, I have like a 10-person party. I mean, if you go back to our college years, I probably have like fucking 5 to 8 pictures posted with you on Instagram, bunch of shout outs on Twitter, a bunch of interactions. I mean, I don't know how you can really like reinforce a friendship,
man. You came to Delaware.
Yeah, like I don't know how you can reinforce.
Way after.
I don't know how you can reinforce a friendship more than that at that time period. So it's tough, you know. It was a tough pill to swallow. It was. I got through it though. It's okay, man.
I feel like I definitely wasn't gonna be invited.
So that's why you based that.
It was one of the main considerations. I probably
was it a thought?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a thought. Like you've got to. I mean,
that's crazy. You're not. I always be joking with you, but that's a wild thought process. You're crazy as shit.
We all just said that we feel the same.
Yeah, I didn't think you thought you weren't definitely in mine, but now, yeah, you're definitely out for sure. 100% out.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, you're out. You don't even have a fucking shot. I don't even know if you get invited. Give you a virtual link. That's about it, dog. Invite him.
Zoom wedding. You're gonna have your wedding at Disney, so that's gonna be a far trip for me. I couldn't make that anymore.
Disney. I would never.
I could see that.
I would never.
Having a Busch Gardens wedding.
Your wedding was nice.
Damn.
It was a beautiful wedding. Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. Like I get you want to make jokes and shit, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I got ditched out of Flocka's wedding party, and I got a mean note. That's what I got at Flocka's wedding. That's it. Shit,
I've shown y'all the pod your early tweets about me, so it's cool. I thought it was on site from the beginning.
I don't know how we took this turn here. This is wild. John, how did we get here?
I don't know. This seems like beef, though.
Yeah, we wasn't beefing at the beginning of the pod, but now it's like fucking on for sure.
I'm not beefing.
I'm really upset. I can't believe that was your thought process. Now, honestly, when I get married, I probably won't have a wedding party. I would have to think. It's too much.
Too much pressure.
It's too much pressure now because it was John's definitely in it for sure. And then it's just like after John, it gets real iffy because you can kind of sub so many people in there. So it's fucking like I could put Johnny in there, but then I put Johnny in there, I got to put Shane in there. But if I put Shane in there, like where do I put Teddy in there? I put Teddy in there. I got to put Rennie, and then it's kind of like, well, where do Monty and G fall? You feel me? And then you break that into you go, where do your work friends go, or where do your college friends go? And then it's Brandon Witt. Then talk about CJ. I was just in his wedding. Then you talk about family. I was in Richie's wedding, Kyle's wedding. So it's just a lot of like moving pieces with that. So I'm like, I don't know.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I feel like I got 3 locks and I'm good. Like Dill and my cousins locks. So
me, Kyle, and AJ. Yeah, that's a good thing.
I think a smaller number is good too because then you get rid of that room for error.
Yeah, and no hurt feelings. Like this is just what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, would there be adjustments to come back? Sure. You don't make the right call. I know.
Like if you were, when did you get married? 2015.
Can we pause the pod?
But anyway, like at that point, yeah, at that point in time, like I was probably a lot closer with other people too. I've probably lost touch with a few people since 2014. I would think. You got married kind of young. What is it, like 23, 24?
24? Oh, earlier than that, I think.
Damn. Like, yeah, that's wow. I had a whole different friend group. Damn near. Well, not whole different, but shit. 22.
22, yeah.
22, yeah. I was with fucking Jay every day. He would have been in the wedding party. And shout outs to Jay. I love Jay, but he would have been in the John if I got married then. For sure. So, yeah, friend groups change. That's for sure.
Yeah, change a lot.
Yeah, they do. A lot. Definitely do. Except for the genuine ones, huh? It's just the lifelong ones that you really should fucking cherish. You fucking snake. No, what's it called, though? I don't know.
I thought I had you cornered on that whole question, too, and you flipped that shit on me.
Yeah. No. Yeah, and then John came with the receipts, too. Fuck you up.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Hey, man, I just know you was his boy. That's all.
Yeah. Flocka's going to sleep with a guilty conscience. And
like, all right,
every night.
We got some homies out there. It's cool.
No wet dreams for me tonight.
Yeah, sorry for being a good friend, Jake. Fuck it. No, but anyway, yeah, I don't necessarily think you have to do that shit or not. But yeah, because there's a few people I've been in probably like seven or 8 weddings now. 9 weddings, and what's a wedding party? 5. So like off the rip, I can't have everybody that I've been in be in my wedding party. It's impossible.
Yeah, I've been in 3. Yeah.
I was like, what are you gonna do? Do I have anything else I want to talk about before we wrap this? I think we're good. That one kind of got on a tangent.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh, I sent y'all that photo of a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the statistics on how many people were in therapy in 2002 versus 2019. So in 2002 it was 27.2 million, and in 2019 it was 40 million. So it's increased by 13 million, which is like what, a quarter? So it went up 25%.
That's good then, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good numbers. Pretty good showing.
Is it though?
I mean, I feel like if anything increases by that much over a 20-year period, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's more than 10% of the country.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, that's pretty good then. I was gonna say it's just so fucking available now, and it's covered by basically all insurances. So you can not only have access to your phone and web chats, but pretty much it's an incentive for most corporate jobs that they like kind of push it towards you, like, yo, this is the resource you have now. So it went from kind of being a taboo subject and kind of hard to get to, or it seemed like hard to get to like now being like you can't even listen to a podcast without getting the ads for what is it, BetterHelp?
Yeah.
It's mad
Yeah.
Johns. Very
If any,
sensible. That's dope,
I
though.
do always encourage people to try to go to a therapist that doesn't accept insurance and they can use their out of network, because they're almost always going to be a better therapist, because the insurance companies reimburse therapists on a very low rate, like maybe 1/4 of what they actually are paying, and so they're going to be worse therapists.
I have no idea what therapy costs. Not even an idea.
With insurance, $25-$35.
Without insurance, what are you charging somebody for an hour? Is that too much? Too
No.
personal?
So the self-pay rate's $125, and then I give them a receipt. They take the receipt, or I send it in for them, which is what I do a lot. And the insurance company reimburses them for close to the copay, which is $25-$35.
So
you get the money back.
Do you book more than 1 hour? And then when the hour stops, have you ever had like an awkward moment where it's like, yeah, all right, that's an hour, can't push this?
Yeah, so you book an hour, but at the beginning, you always have the conversation like, this last 53 minutes. I'm going to be kind of keeping an eye on the time, and I'll make sure to wrap this up about 50 minutes, since we have the last 3 minutes to close and schedule. You kind of put it out there before, so it's not awkward, because there are times when it's like mid breakdown, like, all right, we got to start wrapping this up.
That's kind of awkward.
That's fucked up. But
Hopefully, if you're in a good conversation. Has there ever been one where you like, damn, I don't even want to end this?
For sure.
But you still have to.
You have to, because that's like the boundary.
You got to model good boundaries, because if I'm pushing that, then I'm teaching you that you can push that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's random thought it. Wrap it up.
Let's do it.
Random thoughts. Over the weekend, LeBron said he wants to play with his son. Random thought. I thought that was or whoever drafts his son, he'll play for that team. So I thought that was just a good way to show nepotism. I thought it was cool. You giving your son some power after you gone. I just thought that was a little cool move on LeBron's end.
Random thought off John's random thought. Did you guys know Maya Rudolph's mom was the lady that sings "Lovin' You"? And she says Maya on the song a bunch of times. At the end, she ends it saying Maya, Maya, Maya.
Did not know that.
I did not know that either.
What's
yeah,
her
she
name?
died of Minnie Wimperton. She died of breast cancer when she was 31. A really established singer with a really big career, and I guess she just died pretty early. And yeah, that was Maya Rudolph's mom. I learned about it because I saw somebody talking about Tracy Ellis Ross being the most successful nepotism Hollywood star. Everybody was like, well, you might want to think about Maya Rudolph. And then I read into that. Very interesting. I love that fucking song too. Angelic voice. I was going to go with NBA as well for my random thought. NBA top 75. I saw a tweet the other day that said, because obviously the top 75 has Rayon, Paul Pierce, and KG on the list, and Kobe beat all them with just himself. No other top 75. He's the GOAT. Fuck out of here. Three top 75 guys. Has it ever been done?
No.
Has it ever been done? Just by himself. He's the fucking GOAT, dog. That's a wild stat. And they were all still kind of prime. It's just a wild stat. Like the NBA said that those guys were all top 75. All time. And he won with just himself. Fucking swag.
I'm trying to think. I guess I have two. One's boring. One's kind of funny. Of the people that died of COVID that had the vaccine and were under 60, only 2%. No. Of the people that died of COVID and were under 60, only 2% did not have the vaccine.
Say that again?
Of the people that were under 60 that died of COVID, only 2% did not have the vaccine.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah.
I almost just fell over. That was crazy. Yeah, that's
Another one that because that's kind of a boring one. I don't care about COVID anymore. When there's a stain somewhere, like a stain on the floor, like Layla got some shit on the floor the other day. That's cool on the carpet.
You got carpet in your crib?
Just a rug. Too broke for carpet.
Don't fuck with carpet.
So I'm wondering, like, people say, okay, I cleaned it up and it's all clean now, but the stain is still there. And I'm like, well, then what is a stain if everything's gone? Well, what's the stain then?
You couldn't get the stain out?
No. So there's still poop there.
Oh shit!
It's a poop
Right?
stain.
It's a little circle.
Your daughter shit on the rug. That's crazy. She out there wilding.
No, I mean, it's you wiping babies' asses is crazy. But what I'm saying is, like, that's people say, oh, it's gone because you cleaned it all
like
up.
It's clean, but like, yeah, like, well, obviously there's something there because it's stained.
What's the stain? The stain is just nothing?
Did you try a stain remover?
Yeah.
Maybe you should let it soak overnight.
Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of the rug.
Fair. Just gonna happen again. So
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to wait till she's out of that.
Don't fucking flex on us with your rug money, dog. Like, it's whatever, bro. Yeah, good random thoughts. We could do songs of the week. Also, the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion shit happened again, but nobody really gives a fuck about it. How academics talks to girls on Twitter and shit makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, he be wild.
What does he do?
Like, he was tweeting Megan Thee Stallion, like, you can't little bro me, blah, blah. Like, this is the real shit. Fuck out of here, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, like, we don't write in all caps to girls, bro. Like, that's not what regular guys do. Relax. Like, we don't yell at girls. You don't even argue with girls most of the time. You gotta be like, yo, you bugging. Yo, shut up.
Nah. Yeah, he 30. He got relaxed.
Yeah, he's 30 and overweight. You gotta relax, bro. No, we're not gonna yell at Megan Thee Stallion. like, that's not what's happening here. She's a sex symbol, and you're a fucking loser. But you're not gonna big bro me, Meg. She's beat the shit out of you, buddy. Relax. Yeah, some people you could just tell, like, really haven't ever had to do, like, oh, that shit's probably interesting though. Like, to get famous before you have to really, like, because he probably never actually got into, like, a confrontation in real life beforehand. But, like, now that he probably feels like he can't, like, I don't know, that shit is interesting. Interesting dynamic. Anyway, songs of the week.
Song of the week. I'm gonna go with Larry June, Drinks with Tracy.
So, I seen this girl, I'm saying, walking, looking very gorgeous. First thing I said, suck it to me. Bitch, you looking amazing. No. Good job. Man, verse 1, I woke up and I thank God. Because every time I reach in my pocket, it's a knot. Every time I walk into my show, it's a lot. And every time I knock a new hoe, I go up. Back to the motherfucking block. I keep one up top and 10 in my side. I'm trying to live. I got shit to do. Don't worry about me, bitch, worry about you. It was a bitch around the way, I liked it a lot. I approached her and told the bitch we going to the top. I'm a man with a plan, I got goals and shit. I rock white tees at my shows and shit. Rolex diamonds, life's amazing. The bitch had fun, so I hit it for days. I told the bitch deuces, I'm working on my take. She think about me every time she land in the bay. Was verse 2. I seen the bitch leaving Whole Foods. I bounced out quick, I'm in the too. I hit her with a line that was smooth. Then 3 weeks later, let the bitch slide. Then I made a turn on the side. She lived in the most, so I jumped in my Nash. What's happening? You looking hella nice today, but she's a goer. You know that it's a price to pay. Drop top caddies in the summer. Bitch, hop in, we finna paint the town. I took her out to eat, but somewhere out the way. 45 minutes, little time to run this game. I need me a bitch that's ready to win. She hit for 10, I'm on my way to win. Living that life, like dodging the vice. My hoes is right. Hey, baby, hand me that bottle of water, please. It was a bitch around the way, I liked it a lot. I approached her and told the bitch we going to the top. I'm a man with a plan, I got goals and shit. I rock white tees at my shows and shit.
This is Larry June, Drinks with Tracy, one of my favorite artists. My guy. Uncle Larry.
Snowfall comes back on tonight, dog. Right? What time does that shit come on?
It's on right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
That means I can go in on demand. I think the Bel Air episode comes on tonight too. Smash shit. You watch Abbott Elementary, John?
The first episode, that shit was funny.
That shit funny as shit. Why my friend Jay's boyfriend went to prom with the lady that created it. Should be showing me the picture. That shit funny as shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the girl's from Philly.
Damn. I mean, that's love. They shot it in Philly too, right?
Yep.
Fire.
Around 35 her whole life too. That shit crazy.
Do you guys know how to say this dude's name? Saba? Is that it?
Saba.
Is he like well known?
It's like if you know type shit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I didn't know if I was playing a song that everybody already knows. I was gonna play "They Daikin" by Boosie, but I figured that was too wild. Have you guys heard that song in a while?
I haven't.
What is it?
"They Daikin" by Boosie.
I don't even say that word no more, bro.
You gotta listen to that shit. It's hilarious.
He was from the South, so like Boosie was probably a lot bigger down there, huh?
Yeah, Boosie was very popular.
We had like the Boosie features on Jeezy, and that was Boosie. Maybe Mind of a Maniac, but it wasn't like motherfucker wasn't really listening to Boosie like that.
Daydream thinking how to get some more, and it was good, and it was good, and it won't be good. All the thinking how to get some more, and it was good, and it was good, and it won't be good. Daydream thinking how to get some more, and it was good, and it was good, and it won't be good. All the thinking how to get some more, and it was good, and it was good.
Yeah, this sound like two shots from Madison Ave. Students acting bad up in the class. Drop out with family ass. Lie like you plan to going back. Hey, we ain't got no time to relax. Word only priority intact. Posted on the porch shooting shit. Had to run the niggas shooting shit. I was that the guys had shield. Stop lights, cleaning windshield. Things to do it free for a feel. Had the same friends since I was little. Used to hoop Poppy and Jaleel. Spooky bent the block and dropped the tape. Talk to Walton, watch them fly away. Multiply my problems by the day.
My side chillin' with a fake phone. Knocking out the pocket like a bitch though. I'ma get it going like a metro. Then I'm getting to where I'm at though. Flooded me the vessel, I'm telling to be careful cause I got it when they kill him and they finally in the kettle. From the bottom of the barrel, I'ma run it like a fair nigga. This is for the presence who be worried about the best off. Daydream thinking that I get some more. And it was good.
I'm reading through the comments as he was going. Motherfucker said, toe talk from Dylan makes me uncomfortable.
What from Dylan makes him uncomfortable?
The toe talk.
The toe talk.
Oh, my shit used to be fucked up.
I remember one time you posted a picture of you on Lake Hollingsworth on a canoe, just with your toe accidentally in the picture.
Motherfuckers caught me slipping. Yeah, I was hot too. I'm like, yo, dog. Like,
I commented on that shit mad quickly.
Shit was dead. Fucking. All right, I am going. Motherfucking. I'm going Lil Durk's new song I have off his. I like to listen to rap songs and catch the sad shit they say now. Like I said, therapy ain't working. He's killing for a cleanse. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fucking prayers, buddy. I feel that. Views from a chair. Another successful episode.